Shall we go to the next team?
Yeah, let's go for it.
I've got Serbia.
Do you now?
I do, and I'm very excited about this Serbian team. They were the winners
Me
of Group
too.
A. Winners of Group A against a very, very difficult Azerbaijan, Luxembourg, Ireland, and Portugal group. Um, but they actually beat Portugal out for that top spot, which is very, very interesting. They're in their 13th finals appearance. They're looking to get to the final game for the first time ever. I believe they have a third place finish back in 1960, whatever. Um, they got talent in a lot of key areas of the pitch, um, which was not the case a couple of years ago. Dragan Stojkovic will lead them into in what is, in my opinion, a relatively navigatable group. Navigable, navigable.
Sure.
Um, I think all they need really is one result to go in their favor, and they survive out of this group. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Well, you spoiled it already. That's no fun.
Yeah. Um. So, talk to me about how they've been doing recently.
They have been playing in Nations League like all the other European teams. Only difference is I think this is the first Nations League team that we've come across that I don't believe is top like Nations League A. I want to say they're Nations League B, but someone could correct me if I'm wrong there.
I will
Last five,
correct you if you're wrong.
okay. Last 5 games for them have looked like a 4-1 win against Slovenia, 63rd ranked, 1-0 win against 25th ranked Sweden, 2-2 draw against Slovenia, a 4-1 win against Sweden, and then a 2-0 win against 42nd ranked Norway. So very similar to, I think it was Croatia's form coming in, 4 wins and 1 draw. Um, Not exactly the highest level of competition we've seen from a team coming in, but still nothing like to slouch at. I mean, Sweden's could easily be a World Cup side, and Norway, as we know, have super talented players on that team as well. So some good results coming in.
Who's a super blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Who's a super who's the super talented players on Norway?
Oh, Odegaard, of course, and Josh King,
Josh King, yes. Everton legend.
of course. I
I think
heard
he got
there's some other guy there. I don't know. I don't know enough ball to know who that is.
You don't know ball, but if I were to tell you that you were talking about Erling Holland, I'd tell you Dominic
Who?
Calvert-Lewin. Clear.
Who?
DCL clear. Exact. Um, yeah, so Mitrovic obviously lots of goals in those last couple of um games that you mentioned. It looks like 6 of them. Vlahovic has one. Milinkovic Savic has one. Jovic has one. Or Jovic has two. Lucic has one. And Radonic has one. So it's focused on one player, but other guys can uh, contribute as well. I will say that Mitrovic is my first key player. This dude is on fire for club and for country, and he has been for the last 2 years. He set the record 43 goals in 44 games in the championship. He's got 9 in 12 games this year in the Prem. 50 goals in 76 appearances for Serbia and 174 in 357 total games for club. That's wild. This dude knows how to score. He's great in the air. He's good with his back to goal. He got good link up play. He can do it all, and defenders going to have to find a way to stop him because that's going to be tough. So excited to watch him play in this group.
You know what's funny is this is just probably an homage to like how underrated this team is. I don't even have Mitrovic on my list of top players. Um,
Okay, I joke about it, but clearly you don't know ball. If that is what your top player doesn't, oh my God,
I've
please
got
go
three
ahead.
other guys that I think. Don't get me wrong. I think Mitrovic is a top player, but if I limited myself to three, and I got 3 other guys on here instead of him. One of them is Dusan Vlahovic.
Dude scored 43 goals in a season. 43. And you're just like, nah, he's not good enough to be top 3 on his own nation. Oh my God.
It's the championship. It's even less than MLS level.
Oh my God, he's got 9 and 12. He's got 15. Oh, you don't know. You don't know anything.
All right, now that I've pissed you off, Dusan Vlahovic is first name on my list. Has really, I think, busted onto the scene as of late. Currently playing for Juve. 6 goals and 1 assist in 10 appearances for them so far. Had 4 goals for Serbia in World Cup qualifying and a goal and assist in 2 games for the Nations League for them. I think he'll make a really strong, I guess, depending on how you line them up. But for me, spoiler alert, I think he'll make a really strong striker partnership with Mitrovic. I think those two will play off each other very well and create like a really deadly front two for them. So excited to see what he can do with the array of attacking talent around them.
Correct. Yeah, the 81 million pound transfer fee, by the way. 8 goals and 16 appearances for Serbia. He just got into the team. 8 goals and 15 for Juve. 89 and 193 games as club level. I agree. I think he combines very well with Mitrovic. Runs in on goal. Finishes the ball. The 1-2 combo that they're going to have is going to be very tough to deal with. But they will be supported by my third key player, Milinkovic Savic. That goalkeeper is going to surprise a lot of people.
Nice.
I was hoping you got
nice.
I was hoping you got go. I just find it really funny, like Milinkovic Savic. It's not a popular name, but like it's weird that it's twice, right?
That's like the, I don't know if you've seen the Dr. Doofenshmirtz meme.
Yes, that's what I was trying to go through.
If I had a nickel for every time there was a Milinkovic Savic in the Serbian team, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to go for, but I couldn't think of the exact wording. But I really appreciate that you did because that's
It's a little
exactly what I
sad
was.
that I know that like word for word.
Yeah, get do work or something, nerd. Um, no, the center midfield maestro, he runs the show. He's got equal goals and assists in his career. 72 goals, 60 assists in 353 games. Good in the air, very good vision on the ball, good dribbling ability. You're very rarely going to see him misplace a pass. He will be setting up these strikers consistently with chance after chance after chance. So, very excited to watch him play.
Yeah, I mean, he's on my list as well. I think that's an obvious one. He's a majorly key player for them, especially going forward.
Key.
Majorly key, major key.
I like that. Major.
Last guy on my list. This is the guy that I guess kept Mitro off my list. And a guy that I think you're sleeping on, to be honest.
Oh, please tell me it's somebody.
Dusan Tadic.
Oh, let me guess. Let me see if I can guess. Let me see if I can guess. I was gonna say Dusan Tadic, and that's a terrible pick. That's terrible.
Why'd you say let me guess after I said it already?
No, you were like buffering, so I was trying to cut you off before you got there.
Yes, I said Dusan Tadic, and you're majorly sleeping on Dusan Tadic. He has been phenomenal for Ajax and for Serbia. He has 3 goals and 9 assists and 14 for Ajax. And for Serbia, he had an 8.00 rating in World Cup qualifying, and had 2 goals and 6 assists in 8 games. And then in the Nations League, I'm lagging again, aren't I?
Pause. Yeah.
Yeah, so Dusan Tadic is the last name on my list. He's been phenomenal for Ajax and for Serbia. For Ajax this season, he's got 3 goals, 9 assists, and in 14 appearances. I can't stop laughing thinking about the Wi-Fi just really slowing everything down. Let me like recreate it for you for those that are listening at home.
No, just keep going. Just keep going.
Tadic has been really.
Oh man, the people
All
who
right.
listen to this will never understand what we go through with half the things that don't get posted.
We're a professional podcast. This is what happens when you're professional. All right. So yeah, in all seriousness, Tadic has been phenomenal. For Serbia, he had an 8.00 rating in World Cup qualifying, where he had 2 goals and 6 assists in 8 games, which is just phenomenal results from him. And then 4 assists as well in 6 games in the Nations League. This guy is a crucial piece for playmaking for this team. Just as I would say even more than Milinkovic Savic, who obviously we know is a super key player, but I think Tadic is like the key cog in making the attack run for Serbia. So as much as I think Mitrov is also a top player, I couldn't overlook Dusan Tadic. I mean, I think I'm just also a big fan of Tadic, so that's why I kind of favored him more here. But I think he's definitely looked over when considering this team. I mean, he's so crucial to them.
You got Grace so upset she jumped up here and yelled at you.
Thanks, Grace. I think she was yelling in agreement with me.
I don't think so. Listen, he'll contribute. I think Milinkovic Savic is more important, but c'est la vie, c'est la vie. In my starting 11, I've got him in a 3-4-1-2. I've got Rajkovic in goal, Mitrovic, not that Mitrovic, the other Mitrovic, at one of the center backs with Milinkovic and Pavlovic in the back three. In the middle four, I've got Zivkovic, Lukic, Milinkovic, Savic, and Kostic, with Tadic in front of them, Vlahovic, and Mitrovic in the striking two.
I just realized my whole team is an itch on this one.
Yeah.
I got a couple different from you, but I've got the same shape. I've got a 3-4-1-2 as well. I've actually got Milinkovic Savic in goal. I think you could really go either way there, but and not the other Milinkovic Savic.
Please, I need that in my life.
Yeah, I'm going double Milinkovic Savic in this lineup. And then center back three, I've got Pavlovic, Milinkovic, or Velkovic. I have that Mitrovic, the other Mitrovic could swap into like any of those spots there. Midfield four, I've got Kostic, Lukic, Milinkovic Savic, and Zivkovic. I've got Tadic in front of them, and then front two, I've got Mitrovic and Vlahovic.
Okay, so we were close. We were close.
We were pretty close, yeah. I think it was just defense we differed on a little.
Yeah.
That's a good team on paper, honestly. I like that team on paper.
They've got potential, man. I'm not trying to give much away, but I like it. Like it a lot.
Yeah, I like them a lot too.
But we do need to move on to some other teams. Shall we move on?